what's up?
Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem.
Your boy.
Going up. I know they can't stand it.
Can we get some questions in?
Yeah, sure. Mike Dolo, we are coming to you. Unmute yourself, please.
My brother. Mike Dolo, the legend. Market Monday's legend. What's going on, Mike? Come on, brother. Don't leave me hanging. Oh, don't do this, Mike. I got to come to Detroit. Nah, he posting on Instagram right now. Before we even finish this, it's going to be on Instagram.
The merch sale, EYL merch sale ends tonight. 50% off all merch. Code Rashad Troy 50 in honor of our birthdays.
Still ringing.
Yes.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Oh, there you
yes.
go.
There you go, Mike. What's up?
I was talking the whole time. Hey, happy belated birthday, Janice. And what's up, y'all?
Thank you.
Okay, my question is, so I have the top companies, Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Tesla. My question is, should I sell where they are now and buy back lower? Because I need more capital.
What's the average price in for Apple?
I think it's 138.
No. I'm going to talk to you like it's just you and I in Detroit. Unless Apple goes to 101.46, I would not. Now, for those of you if you may need more capital, let's say you bought it like a 180. You have to place a limit order there because here's what normally happens. It drops to 132. And then you hear a report and someone's like, yo, Apple's going to fall apart. Tim Cook is sick. Ian was wrong. It's over with. Because I know some of you want Apple to fail so bad so it'll follow my legacy, right? If you are going to sell, have that pending order at 135 or 101. But I want us to think of it like this. If you owned 5% of the Los Angeles Lakers, because they're bad this season, would you sell?
No.
Then don't do it. Can I be super honest with y'all? And I promise you I'm not going to rant. I'm going to deliver this with love. We have to stop focusing on the terms. Call, put, long, short, right? Diversification, long, short equity strategy, right? All the fancy stuff. I want everyone to put in the chat. How many shares do you own? The one thing I do love about when Reddit had their board going crazy, they were trading big size and they were investing in a big number of shares. And for those of you who were at InvestFest when I gave you the numbers, no, I for a quality company, no, I would not. Because even if, let's say Apple falls another 25%, in 2 or 3 years, you're going to, how many of you, when you first saw me come on with the tight jacket and the glasses, right? Looking like a square ghost, you wish you would have held on to Apple and Microsoft like crazy. The power in any business, I'm telling you this, even on is holding for the longest period of time. You don't see Rashad go make or promote another brand. You don't see me promote another brand outside of Red Panda. You don't see Trap do it. All the money, even if you want to get to the buyouts, right? Because you need 5 to 10 years to even sell a brand to have enough equity in it to sell it to somebody else to make it seem like you're still running it. We're thinking too short-sighted. Everyone who gets you to focus on anything less than 5 years, they are setting you up for tremendous failure. I wouldn't get rid of it. But if you want to get rid of them, sell them to me. I'll take them right off you.
There you have it.
All right, thank you.
All right, Mike, appreciate you.
Shout out to 19 Keys on the check-in. If y'all ready for 19 Keys to come back on, put a key
in chat. That's my guy.
In chat. Put a key in chat. Next question.
Jonathan, unmute yourself, please. We are coming to you.
He's MMA ready.
Y'all hear me?
How you doing, Jonathan? What's up, man?
Cool. What's going on? Y'all got to give you your flowers. I appreciate y'all thoroughly so much. I mean, I've been tapping into EYL and Market Mondays since last year, and my entire mindset has definitely shifted since then. So I just want y'all to know y'all are appreciated. You're out here really, really doing the things. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you for tapping in.
For sure. But now my question. So looking at the daily time frame on the SPX, we already know NASDAQ has already gone ahead and done that death cross. So that's already in bearish territory, which y'all had mentioned earlier as well, too. My question is then related to SPX, like it's looking like it's headed for that coming soon as well. So my question about that is when that eventually happens, I guess number one, like when do you see that actually taking place, number one? And then number two, when that does eventually happen, how long do you predict that we will be in that bear market territory? How long will the market be down?
Great question. So let's talk like it's just you and I. Is a day time frame the first time frame that you look at?
I usually look at the weekly first, then I look at the daily.
Go higher.
Okay.
Go higher. Minimum month. For those,
okay.
yes. So when he says cross, so like a death cross, like if a 50 goes through a 200, but what parent are you using together?
I'm using the EMA, so I'm using the 50 going underneath the 200 EMA.
Okay, great. That's the one Art started me with and works well. Put your, and I'm trying to make sure P and Dom don't kill me. Put your retracements over the 5 year. So if you look at SPX, so if that top is what, 48, 1852, I'm blind. I don't have my glasses on. It went through the 78.6, so that's almost a 25% drop. The next big area would be 50%, right? But I will mark off 35%. It could fall to there. If it does, how long will it take? It'll take about 2 years to go up from there. So as soon as the Russia thing eases up, we'll be fine. When they get into talks and you see that begin to slow down, that'll be fine. That'll be the first signal that the market is going to go back to normal. They are going to try to extend this thing out to get Biden out of office. I'm going to say it one more time. I think, what's Rotimi name in power? Dre?
Dre, yeah.
Yeah.
China, that's Canaan. So let me ask you guys a question. Is Canaan a bad guy or is Ghost a bad guy? Because it depends on whose story you're looking at. You can say Putin's a bad guy, but if you look, since he's been in KGB, he's had territory that's been taken away from him. So if your territory was taken, you tried to get it back, are you a bad guy or not? To my father, I'm not. I promise you I'm not going down this lane. So Putin is the proxy. That's Dre to go mess with Ghost. Biden is Ghost, right? Then when that diversion is there, then Canaan can come in. China can come in and do what they need to do. So we're going to have a macro dead cat bounce, but at some point, we are going to have to look, and probably 24, we're going to have a serious recession. Because if we look at how much debt, everybody put in chat, how much debt does the United States of America have in total?
Calculated pretty big.
So when everyone's like, yo, debt is good, man, screw Ian talking about, you don't want the discipline. You want to get a Bentley right now like me that I'm paying $2,900 a month for. And then now if the notes get called and then you were only doing options, you guys, and I'm not railing on anybody because in all fairness, like one of the things I wanted to improve upon is just making sure I make you guys the most money and not even focus on any competition, right? But all those who were talking about the easy plays are not guiding you guys through this now. Everybody can talk when the market is to the upside. When it's really wartime, like who's going to be in your corner? I'll say that to say, please be mindful to mark off the areas. If it falls off 35%, that's where you want to buy in. Then 50%. When the China and Russia thing eases up, then we'll go back up to the upside and we'll be good. And then they're going to try and get Biden out of office. But you have to look at the long macro picture. And I'll say this for all my traders too. Keep your 50 and your 200, because that's the one I got started with what Art told me, and I was dumb and didn't listen and I changed it. But the indicator doesn't matter. Go back and listen to what Jess was saying. And Stock Club call. Everybody put yes in chat. When Jessica and I were talking, we didn't plan that last week. We had the same talking points about how to trade, how to look. Start with the highest time frame first. So for those of you that are traders, right? You need to go, if you can, go look at the Dow or even an economy, the United States economy. You can see the double bottoms in our economy and double tops. For those of you that like to trade those patterns. Also, too, if you look at the American economy over a 100-year period and China over a 100-year period, you can put Fibonacci retracements over the economic growth cycles and then know when we're going to fall. And also, if you listen to the Benner cycle episode, it'll tell you the time we're going to hit a recession, and you can put Fibonacci retracements on those to tie in together to see when we're going to crash. The crystal ball is part God, and then the rest of it is work. But for a brother like you who really like is in it, because very few people talk about SPX. We're going to bleed down a little bit, but when we do, you'll be well prepared. And then when we have that cross, and worst case scenario, For SPX, we could go to 3203 if all hell breaks loose.
Ooh.
Okay.
You always have to prepare. So let me ask you guys this. Even my biggest fear on earth is that I won't be able to trade futures at a margin, or they'll take the price up so high, I'll never be able to trade it ever again. I tell P and Dom that all the time, Kayla that all the time. You have to make preparations. And my dad was like, you got to have an umbrella for a rainy day because you never know how long it may rain. When war and disaster comes, it's not going to last for 3 weeks or 6 months. Look at take Dame Dash. As brilliant as Dame is, and I always say it, people say Dame is rude, brash, and arrogant, and then herald Gary Vee, and I love Gary. But Dame's been going through a war for 20 years, having a perspective.
I spoke to
and
him
he's
today
been
on
right.
FaceTime.
So but we'll tear him down and then say, "Oh my God, Gary's a genius." Shout out, Mike Boyd. I got to call you. I appreciate you. But you guys sometimes get so caught up in how the message is delivered, you miss the message for impact that's going to make you the most money. Just please be careful. Please be careful. It's a tricky game out here. And I'll say this, I'll wrap up. Even in media, when people are trying to dissuade you from listening to us, I don't have a problem with you dissuading from listening to us if they're making you more money. But a lot of times they want to dissuade because they know, you see the way Rashad looking happy and he glowing because his interview coming out tomorrow. Who knows what I may get to, right? I'm gonna interview the brothers. Who knows where in 2 or 3 years, Auntie Oprah, Auntie Gail may call us and may wanna, they're trying to stop that. So please be careful of the message and only focus on those that are gonna make you money and have the greatest impact, because everyone wants to talk, but not everyone in the space is gonna be able to make you money. So please be careful. There's a game inside of a game in this, for real. That's it.
Talking it, but ain't living.
That's a fact. Ian, those dead cat bounces are interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people will see, the market go up. I think on Wednesday it went up, and then they'll say, everything's back to normal. And then obviously we see still of a downtrend. But these dead cat bounces,
yeah.
In terms of length, is it a 2-day, 3-day thing?
Ian
left the building.
He's left the chat.
I ran him. I
gotta take my hoodie off. I didn't want them to think I was getting my D'Angelo on real quick. It's hot with the lights on. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get back cute real quick. Hold on. It's just entertainment.
Yeah, because I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at obviously the Nasdaq. This guy's crazy. And obviously it's been down for the last 5 to 6 weeks, but every now and then it'll have that little dead cat bounce where it pops up and then obviously comes back down. But could we see when does it classify as not?
I promise Stock Club, I wouldn't say it.
Okay.
But I'll say if we get to 10 weeks where all indexes have been down, that's when I'll start to get worried.
We're in 5 weeks right now.
We're going on 6.
Yeah, it's 10 weeks definitely coming.
And I told you guys before, hey, it's going to fall. You didn't think it. Great. Now, if you lost a lot of money trading options, and I'm going to say this, man, anyone who's mad at me, you deviated from the plan. Everyone put in chat, what is the drawdown of Apple and Microsoft right now? Safety first. It does not matter how much money you make if you don't play defense. If you have $2 million in this cup and somebody comes steal it from you, what good was the $2 million? Nothing. You gotta play defense.
Safety first, extremely important. And that's one thing I was talking to Josh, and I was like, I'm like, yeah, of course, the thing with selling options is that if it goes back up, then you lose money. And he was because the opportunity cost. He was like, look, you already have money. Like it's not like you need this to live. You have money. He was like, what's more important, protecting the capital that you have or losing everything?
And the truth is, if you lose a lot of money, people don't want to do business with you. That's the other part of the game. When I'm telling you guys to play defense, some of you are like, hey, I want to get careers. It's like, even if you want to go into investing, they're going to see your portfolio. You think you're going to get hired and you're down 88%?
Nope. You won't get hired. You get
fired.
Careful,
man.
Not going to happen.
You get fired. Let's get one more question if we can. A lot of keys in the chat. Looks like the people was ready for that.
High level conversations this Saturday, y'all.
Yes.
319. Stress the 19.
Heavy on the 19.
Heavy on that 19.
Hello, Sean. How are you?
Sean, what's up?
What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. How you?
How you?
Good. I think I already know the answer to my question after listening tonight, but I'll ask anyways. I'm down in Neo, about 2,900. Got 2,800 left in it. Should I go ahead and just take the L and roll the rest into Microsoft or roll it into cash? What should I do?
What price did you get in for Neo?
I started around, I don't even have it written down, but and Vanguard doesn't show like average price per share for some reason when I log in.
Give me a rough of where. 40? 42?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much did he say he was down? No, he probably didn't get down. He said he's down 26%. How much?
How much at 2,900?
2,900.
Yeah.
Neo's at $14.
Do you know your percentage that you're down?
Let me.
I will say I wouldn't sell it now, but
okay.
What was the fundamental reason that you invested in it?
It's like almost 60%.
Just hoping that it would run up and then I could get out.
Hope only works for Obama, man.
Hope.
Being real.
Shout out to yes. Yep. Didn't work.
Being real. So if it gets back to maybe 1958, I would take a little bit of profit off. And then whenever I'm comparing any company, I'm literally like, hey, what makes them better than the top 5? If I can't have a clean answer within 30 seconds, I can't do it. I can't do it. So
yeah.
Appreciate that, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Sean.
Take care.
And I appreciate your honesty and your openness, because that's not easy to do in a public forum.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. Let me look on a weekly.
But I didn't even see it got down to 14.
What, Neo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that's causing people pain right now in the market. A lot. Facebook.
Yeah.
Painful.
Painful.
Square has been painful.
Square. Yeah.
Get out of here though.
Coinbase.
Mm-hmm.
My DraftKings
brokers are never good.
My DraftKings is down at $14, yo.
Yeah, DraftKings is
14.
Yeah.
I don't want to be facetious, but how about the best companies that have the most revenue and best net profit actually float up the most, and the ones that don't float to the bottom? Yeah, Tilray, another one. I don't see anyone talking about CNN. Like, for real, if we're going to be real, we're in a global house of cards right now. In the entire world, there may be 20 great companies. Because truth be told, if there were more, you wouldn't need indexes. That's the part when you guys are not doing your research. Why I'm big on indexing, it is a safety. That is a mode in itself. Why do you need an index? Because there's not enough quality. Name me 40 great American companies right now in the stock market. Can't do it.
Tell them that.
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's
This
good?
that Red Panda Anthem.
Your
Whole
boy.
clip going up. I know they can't stand it.